All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Karkadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to all you acting out there pressing this truth and sincerity. This is Brother Bunny just wanted to go into a quick lesson. Pretty much to land back off what the apostles, been saying. Stop what's the term? Stop lollygagging. Stop putting your stop with the hands in your pockets and actually do the work. Do what the Most High called you to be. What's that? I believe it's in Timothy. It said, "You here to please the ones that please the one who called you to be a soldier." Roughly paraphrasing, Hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai called you to do the work. So hey, do it with all thy heart, all thy soul, and all thy might. But like I said, I'm gonna bring out this scripture. And then go into the lesson. This is Habakkuk 2:1. It said, "And I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon a tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved." And part of that standing upon the watch is us going out. First off, going out, seeing the wickedness. Identifying the wickedness. Standing upon the watch. Watching for new events leading up to the downfall of this kingdom. And set me upon a tower. And I will watch to see what he will say unto me. So we watching to see what the Most High gonna reveal. And what I shall answer when I am reproved. So hey, as we watching, hey, we waiting to see what the Lord gonna say about this place. It says, "And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables." So when the Most High do reveal what's to come upon this place, or whether it be the LGBT, community, or hey, brothers falling in line, brothers doing what they're supposed to be doing, is all through the Spirit. He said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables. I'm going to go into that word, tables. Shalaki. It says a board slab.
Strong's H3871. Luach.
It says a board, a slab, a tablet, a plank, tablets of stone, boards of wood, plank, metal. But pretty much, hey, in a sense, relating to your walk, he said, write the vision. The Most High giving the vision, and we are to make it plain. As the Most High give it to us plain, we have to make it plain. Not overcomplicate it. Make it plain upon tables, that he may read, that he may run that readeth it. And when it resorts to the scriptures, and the Most High made the scriptures plain, so that the elect, the ones who's supposed to get it, they gonna get it. And run thereby, not just roughly paraphrasing. Faith come by hearing, hearing by the word of the Most High. Be ye not only hearers of the word, but be ye doers. That's part of the running. You read it and you run. But getting back to the point, like I said, the apostles, really been going hard, cracking down on brothers actually doing what they supposed to be doing, whether it be the spiritual work, which should be your first and foremost, but also the physical work, working to provide for yourself, manning up. This is the word labor. It says a task, a project. It says a large, it says extension of the body. It's like extortion of the body, trouble, difficult, hardship. Scripture, roughly paraphrasing, scripture say, hate not laborious work, for the Most High made it. So you shouldn't, if you had a job where, it's hell on our body, it's stressful, we get afflictions, some brothers more than others. But hey, for the time being, you got to endure through it, as much as possible. You might have some slip-ups where you can't make it to work. Hey, the Most High, you understand, but hey, sometimes you got to push through it and do what you got to do to, basically to provide for yourself, to make ends meet, so to speak. And that's that hardship, that difficulty, that trouble, and then related to the truth sense, hey, the Most High put those, like I said, those afflictions on us. We might be too tired or having trouble in the flesh or whatever the case may be, or placed in a difficult situation. We got to endure through it. We got to fight through it. We got to still believe. We got to still go out there to the highways and byways, and do the work, sick and all. Hey, the work stopped for nobody. I'm gonna keep going. It says to work, to toil, tribulation, sufferings. It's another definition that I wanted to bring out. Second definition of labor, the verb. It says to perform manual or physical work, hard work, keeping busy. Keeping busy. So you got a lot of brothers who come into this truth. They and do it for a while, but then eventually, hey, they started to grow weak, and this become a second priority to them, but part of keeping busy is keeping your hand on that plow, constantly in the scriptures, constantly meditating on the scriptures, whether it's doing lessons by yourself or doing lessons with brothers. Lessons should always be coming out. Keep going. It says to take pains, going back to the affliction, whether it be physical or spiritual, to take pains. You're gonna suffer pain. You're gonna suffer losses. All that. Endeavor to work, to toil, to struggle, to have difficulty, to be busy, to plow the land. Hey, and we are plowing. We plowing the land, waking up the hopefully elect, and we plowing the land, tearing down Esau society. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it, but like I said, and going to some scriptures, to really back up the points that I'm making. This is 2 Timothy 2:15. Says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that need not be ashamed. You know, it says, study to show thyself approved. You know, you study to do the work. You know, the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua first and foremost. You know, study. You got part of the affliction is studying. You know, putting up lessons, doing videos, going out to the highways and byways. You know, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that need not be ashamed. You know, so do the work. You know, the Most High gave everybody a measure that they should, a measure of faith that they should be pushing out, or you know, a measure that they should be contributing to this truth. You know, whatever it may be, that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. You know, so how you gonna rightly divide the word of truth if you're not putting in the work? You're not putting in the hard, laborious work of studying, reading, you know, fasting, praying. Those things are hard and laborious because, for one, you know, reading. For some, you get the sleep demons upon you. You know, you get you know, you get pains, you know, sitting in one position, you know, whether it be moving, you know, when you just sitting there, you know, whatever it may be. Like I said, this work is laborious. Standing out there on the highways and byways for hours on end. Hey, this ain't no. It may seem like a light work, but it's not. Hey, you get those fleshly pains. We're in these chains of darkness. And rightly dividing the word of truth. So, hey, by you studying and you doing what you're supposed to be doing, hey, you'll be able to rightly divide the word of truth. You know, so like if I'm speaking through these, but hopefully you brothers be edified through it. This is Matthew chapter 9, verse 36. It says, but when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion because of them. Because they were fainted. They were scattered abroad, having no shepherd. And this is the point right here. And he said unto his disciples, the harvest is truly plenteous, but the laborers are few. Right. You know, he said the harvest is plenteous, you know. It's plenty work to be done, you know. It's plenty things to do, you know, being in this truth. You know. The work is plenteous, but the laborers are few, you know. A few people are willing to actually put in the work, you know, and actually do what they're supposed to be doing. You know. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9. It says, for we are laborers together with the Most High. Right, we are, like I said, we're here to do the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you know. We are laborers together with the Most High, you know. Just like Yahushua came down, he said, hey, I'm about my Father's business, you know. And he did the will of Yahweh, you know. And at that same term, hey, Yahushua came, he showed us the way, and we are to follow therein, you know. And going back to Habakkuk 2:2, you know, writing the vision, making it, you know, making it plain upon tables. Yahushua made that vision plain upon tables, you know, so that we can run that reading. We reading the resort, the witness of it, the testimony of it. Hey, and now we got to run by it. It says, for we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are God's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's husbandry, and ye are God's the Most High's building. You know, so we are the apple of the Most High's eye. We are the Most High's building. You know, and as we're being built up in the scriptures, we're being perfected to be that husband truth. You know, so to speak. You know. This is 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 18. It's going to be the last scripture. It says, for the scripture said, thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth the corn, and the laborer is worthy of his reward. Right. So if you laboring in this truth, you know, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, hey, you going to get your reward in due time. You know, we look to for our reward to be the kingdom of heaven. You know, like I said in 2nd Esdras, you know, the Most High placing those crowns upon our heads, you know, getting up out of this wicked and evil society, Babylon, you know, and hey, we look forward to that reward, and that's why we we doing the work, we're laboring in this truth, you know, to make our calling and election sure, to prove to the Most High, and hopefully we're worthy, you know, we're worthy to receive that crown. You know, so like I said, you know, with that, you know, hope this video was edifying. I'm gonna say, call all y'all Bashim El Shai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and so all you Akim out there pressing the truth and sincerity, Shalom.